Hi everyone, I'm Tiwa from Wiser Biker. Today I've got a new toy in the workshop, and that is the Ultrasonic Cleaner. Alright, so I've always been looking for better ways to streamline my work, such as to make the cleaning of the bike components more efficient and to get better results. And in this process, I found the Ultrasonic Cleaner here be able to help me clean the bike components, especially the cassette and the chain, pretty well, and they can clean it. You can clean them even deeper than a traditional wash. Well, so today I'm going to show you what is the ultrasonic washer and what is the result of using it. This ultrasonic cleaner that I've gotten for myself is a 10-liter capacity and 360 watt power. It also comes with heating function, and here we can select the time that you want the cleaning to be, from 0 all the way 1 minute to 30 minutes. Let's take a look inside, and you see alright, you may think that this is a deep fryer, but no, it's not to fry chicken, but it comes with a very nice tray for you to put the bike components in and dip into the solution, which I'm going to fill up in this reservoir later. And it comes with a ball valve where you can just turn it on and off. So once you are done with cleaning, you can insert the pipe here and drain out the dirty fluid. Right, so what is the test I'm going to do today? I've got 30 greasy components. I've got one cassette and a chain here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash half of this cassette and half of this chain using the ultrasonic cleaner, and the other half using a traditional method of scrubbing using a hard brush. Now, to keep the experiment fair, and I'll be using the same degreaser for both of them. And the degreaser of my choice today is the Spark Cleaner, the Spark Super Strength Degreaser. Now, the reason why I've chosen this is because, well, there are actually a few reasons why I chose this. Number one, support local. This one is product of Singapore. It's actually made in Singapore. So that's why I chose it. And another reason is that it's a biodegradable. And finally, it's a 5-liter package. So for me, it is a very economical package. I can use it for a long time. And of course, don't forget your latex glove. Yes, because it's going to get greasy, it's going to get dirty, and a lot of degreaser, chemical, whatnot. So remember to protect yourself. First, I will put in some water in the ultrasonic cleaner. Okay, next I will add in the degreaser. 1 part. So I've already broken the chain into two, and you can see they are really greasy and dirty right now. And this part, this half, I will put into the ultrasonic cleaner, and the other one I will use a traditional brush to scrub it. As for the cassette, it's pretty simple. I'll just dip half of it into the ultrasonic cleaner, and when it's done, I will wash the other half with a brush. Just let it sit properly. For time, I'll just set it to 5 minutes. Ultrasonic cleaner works by sending high frequency sound into the fluid to agitate it, and the agitation generates high forces that bombards the surface of the object that you want to wash. Now, this knocks off the contaminant sticking on the surface of the object, and in our case, it will bombard and wash and try to clean off the dirt and the grease off the surface of our cassette and chain. So you can see the waves that is generated in the fluid right now. That is actually caused by the high frequency of the sound. So at the same time, I'm going to clean the other part of the chain by using this brush, a traditional way do your work. Now I'm done with the 5-minute wash in the ultrasonic cleaner, and let's remove it and see what is the result. Okay, I think it's quite obvious that the grease and dirt, and some of them has already come off from the cassette. Okay, I'm going to remove both of the chain and put them side by side. This is by the scrubbing method. I put it on the left side, and this is by the ultrasonic cleaner, and I'll put this chain on the right side. As for the cassette, it's already quite obvious now that I can see the side that was dipped in the ultrasonic cleaner has got all the grease already come off. Most of them is already off. Right, for the other side is still black. The one that's not submerged is still black. I'm going to do the traditional washing on the other side right now. So I'll just wash a part of it so we can compare the difference. Okay, so I'm done scrubbing the other side. So what you can see here on the right side is actually done by a scrubbing with a hard brush, while the left side is done by the ultrasonic cleaner. And I left this middle part unclean so you can see where the line is. Well, on the surface it looks quite similar. For both results look very similar. Let's take a look at the cracks inside the gap. Okay, we take a look at the gap between the different cogs. And this side is submerged in the ultrasonic cleaner. Well, let's take a look at the other side that is done by a traditional brush method. Alright, on this side we can see it's pretty obvious that there's still quite a lot of grease lingering in the gaps. Probably because my brush wasn't thin enough to reach all the way to the bottom. Okay, so we are done looking at the cassette. So the surveys look pretty much similar. We pretty much get a similar result from scrubbing and from ultrasonic cleaning. The only difference is in between the gaps. Alright, so for ultrasonic cleaning, it was able to clean even the depth, the deep space inside the gap. Okay, let's just see how much the surface, how clean the surface is by just rubbing the chain on a piece of tissue paper. This is the chain that was washed by a brush method. Okay, so here we can see these are the dirt and the grease left behind. And we'll do the same for the one that is done by the ultrasonic washer, the ultrasonic cleaner. Oh, this one good. And okay, and this is the chain that was submerged and washed by the ultrasonic cleaner. Okay, this is the result. Right, let me put them side by side. Okay, this is really obvious that the one that is washed in the ultrasonic cleaner has got less residue left on the chain as compared to the one that is washed by a traditional brush method. Okay. And now I'm going to go one step further because I want to see how the inside of the chain, which means the rollers, look like after the wash, just to compare the inside of the rollers. I will break the chain up and take out one of the roller. This is just to show you. I suggest you don't do this at home because this is quite a irreversible step. So if you break your chain, you break one of the rollers, then you may not be able to put it back on, or you can put it back on, but it may not be as smooth as before. Okay, now it's pretty obvious. The one on the left side is the rollers, the state of the rollers from the chain that was washed by a brush. And on the right side, you can see the state of the rollers of the chain that is washed in the ultrasonic cleaner. And it is very obvious that the one that is washed in the ultrasonic cleaner is much more clean. Okay, and here are 3 practical tips that we have for you. Number 1, do not put a heavily soiled component directly into this ultrasonic cleaner to wash. And that is because it will dirty the solution much faster, and it's just less effective when it comes to cleaning, achieving that deep clean result. Okay, so a good practice is to always wash off the surface dirt and grease. I mean, just use a towel to wipe it down, or use a brush to brush it off before putting a component into this ultrasonic cleaner to use. And tip number 2 is do not put freewheels directly into this ultrasonic cleaner, because that will remove the grease of the ball bearing inside the freewheel, and you're unable to replace those grease inside, and that will spoil your freewheel. Lastly, a good chain loop goes a long way. So if you use a chain loop that is less easily dirty, so it attracts less dust, less dirt, that will make the whole job even easier. Thank you very much for watching, and if you are also using this ultrasonic cleaner, do tell us about your experience, and most importantly, if you have any good formula or combination or type of fluid to use with and tips to use it with, drop in the comment box below so that all of us can benefit from it. Again, I'm Tiwa from Wiser Biker, and see you.